Hi there. In the continuing story about how to use a Bailey clay extruder, I'm going to be using a filler that I made. I got the idea for this from Bill Shin, and I'll insert a picture of, I think I have it, of Bill's thing like this that he made that I copied. And this is what takes up some of the space inside that big expansion box on the Bailey. So you don't have to fill the whole thing with clay when you're making smaller extrusions. Now, understand, the Bailey is great because it can make big extrusions, and I'm not going to be making those. I'm going to be using the dies that come with the Bailey, and I'm going to employ this filler so I don't have to use so much clay. One of the things I want to show today, though, is how I modified this so I can do more with it. In the other video that I showed you some of the struggle I had in using the die adapter box with the smaller dies like this. Well, between then and now, I modified Bailey's die adapter plate. I sawed it down a little bit so that it would fit inside my, I call it a filler, so it would fit inside my filler box. And I sawed it, and I didn't do a very good job of sawing it. I apologize, it's kind of crude. But I made it so that it would fit down inside this thing. And so it wouldn't fall through. I put in 4 flat bolts like this to catch it. They keep the thing from falling through. So rather than do a lot of carpentering to make this fit, I could have routed this out and made it fit better. But rather than go through all that business, I just modified this thing so it would sit down inside this. Struggle with it a little bit. I don't have it quite the right way. Finally, geez. Anyway, you can see I didn't do the best sawing job, but it does the work. And what I did so that I didn't have clay getting all stuck down this was I used this Gorilla tape. If you haven't found this stuff at the hardware store, this stuff is amazing. It's like gaffer's tape, but really strong. And I used it to kind of cover up everything so that the clay didn't go down in the side to make it a little bit more elegant. And by the time I show you this again, I'll even make it better. But this is the general idea for this video, is to fill this up with tape, cover up these gaps that I have. And then when I have it in the extruder, it's going to obviously direct all the clay into the die opening. So that's fundamentally it. You see these screw heads, or I made them flush by countersinking them. And now the whole thing comes apart so that when I'm not using it as a support for the die holder, this with all of its screws removed can be used up in the extruder expansion box with ordinary dies like this one. So this is the one that I'm going to play with tomorrow, and this is how it's going to mount up in the extruder. So with a little bit of modification, I've gotten myself a lot more versatility. So that's a little bit of a mini video, and then the next one will be actually some extruding. So there you go. See you soon.